North is dealer. Right, North has got 12, 15 points, quite a nice hand. An unbalanced hand, we've got 5, 4, 2, 2, so that's not a balanced hand. With 5, 4, you always open one of your suit and repeat your second suit. So we're looking here to go 1 spade and then bid 2 hearts, or 3 hearts, depending on how it works. Probably 2 hearts. Open spades, bid hearts, show you our 5, 4, let our partner decide what suit they want to play in. Of course, things might change, they might overcall, they might double, they might jump and make a preemptive bid, but typically we're looking to open 1 spade and rebid 2 hearts. So first bid is 1 spade. Right, to East. Let's have a look what East's got. Okay, so East has got quite an interesting hand. Only 7 points, but quite an interesting shape. 6-4 is always quite a good shape, albeit 6-4 in the minors rather than the majors. With a 6-4 kind of hand, or rather with a 6-card suit and a weak hand, kind of 5 to 9, 5 to 10-ish points, you want to be looking to make a weak jump overcall. Weak jump overcall is very similar to a weak 2, only you're an overcaller rather than an opener. And of course you can make a weak jump overcall in clubs, whereas you can't make a weak 2 in clubs, because it's strong. The only problem I've got with a weak jump overcall is that our club suit is a bit dodgy. Jack 10, 9, 8. It's not a very good club suit. Ideally, we'd like it if that queen was in there or if that king was in there to kind of solidify the suit. If it was king, jack, 10, 9, 8, I'd be doing it all day. So I'm kind of on the fence about making a preemptive bid here. It would have to be a jump, so you can't bid 2 clubs because that would be 10 plus points in a normal strength hand. So we'd have to jump to 3 clubs. Being honest, I would jump to 3 clubs here, simply because I tend to be quite an aggressive style player, and I feel like we're going to preempt them, or at least attempt to preempt them, out of their spade or heart fit is what it looked like. So I would jump to 3 clubs, showing a weak hand with 6 cards in clubs of, in theory, good quality, but the quality is a bit iffy, I'm not going to lie to you. But I would jump to 3 clubs, try and make South's response a bit awkward. So that's the bid I would make, a jump to 3 clubs. Now to South. Wow. Okay, so South has got a 6-card support for their partner, which obviously isn't very frequent that you'll have 6 cards in support. You only need 4 to support them. So we have at least 10 spades between the 2 hands. So I'm convinced we want to be in at least 4 spades. I'm just thinking, are we potentially going to go any further? Do we have an interest in pushing beyond just 4 spades? Points-wise, we've only got 11 points, but our shape and our colossal fit with partner is suggesting to me that we may well have a slam on here. There's only really one way we can make a slam interested bid here. Because of the preemptive bid from East, the only way we can make a forcing bid that agrees spades is by bidding the opponent's suit. If we weren't interrupted by that 3 club bid, we could bid Jacoby, which would say, a Jacoby 2-note trump bid, which would say, I like your spades, I'm interested in slam, what do you think? We can't do that now because East bid of 3 clubs has stopped us, and intervention almost always rules out conventions. So therefore, I'm thinking of bidding either 4 spades, which shuts the bidding down, or alternatively we could bid 4 clubs, which is a strong way of agreeing spades, and it shows a slam interest. So that's what I would do. I would bid 4 clubs and let our partner have a view as to whether to push on for slam or not. But obviously this is by agreement. You need to agree that that would show a slam interest in a fit. On to West. West has got very little here, really, to be honest. 5-5, so it's a nice shape. Partner's made a weak jump overcall in clubs, so we have a club fit. Our partner's got at least 6 clubs for that bid. So we've got a fit in clubs. Do we want to bid clubs? No, we don't have enough clubs. If they'd made a weak jump overcall in diamonds or hearts, I'd be very keen on making a bid here. But we don't have a big enough fit to kind of impact the bidding. Bidding 5 clubs here would simply be too much, given that we only have an 8-card fit with our partner. So I think I'm just going to pass. This looks to be a slam interested bid from South. So I'm intrigued because we might be able to make the ace of, well, we should be able to make the ace of diamonds, and our partner should have something for their weak jump overcall. So I think the opponents can't make slam. My instinct is telling me the opponents can't make slam, but who knows? Maybe they've got a lot of shape or something. But I would certainly be passing with this hand and waiting to see what contract they finally rested in. Right, so looking at partner's 4 club bid, assuming we've agreed that, of course, that would agree spades and show a slam interest. So if I'm not interested, if I think, not bothered, then I would just bid 4 spades and that would end the bidding, almost certainly, unless they're really, really good and they're going to bid on with 4-note trumps. Alternatively, we could bid a control bid, and that would show interest in the slam and a control in that particular suit. So we could bid 4 diamonds or 4 hearts here, which would show control in that suit and an interest in the slam. Depends on what control bids you're playing here. If you're playing Italian control bids, which is first or second round, you could control bid diamonds or hearts. If you're playing first round control bids only, then you can only control bid hearts, because the king of diamonds is not the first round control. To be honest, I think it's best to play first round controls, but again, you could play Italian controls, so you could bid 4 diamonds or 4 hearts here. First round controls is the most common way of playing control bids and the safest way of playing control bids. So I would bid 4 hearts here. I am interested in a slam because we have a certainly better minimum hand. We've got 15 points and 5-4, which is nice shape. So yeah, I would bid 4 hearts here and tell our partner, yes, I am interested in the prospect of a slam. I do have the first round control in hearts. I do not have the first round control in diamonds. So that's what I would do. Okay, once you've made a preemptive bid, you've made your preemptive bid. We've described exactly what we've got. There is no reason to be bidding on. Certainly, 5 clubs is nowhere near entering my mind. Partner has passed. They know what hand we've got. We have no idea what hand they've got. So when you've made a preemptive bid, you've done your lot. You only ever bid again if your partner makes a forcing bid. They haven't made a forcing bid because they haven't bid at all. So clear cut, clear as day, the clearest pass you will ever have here. So partner's shown some interest with that bid of 4 hearts. They didn't just sign off in 4 spades, so they have got some interest in a slam. The problem is that they've bypassed 4 diamonds. So our partner has not shown a diamond control. So I'm concerned by that. I'm concerned because we have rubbish diamonds. Jack Doubleton diamond is very worrying. Our partner does not have the ace of diamonds. They might have the king, but they do not have the ace. So we've got at least a diamond loser, and we may potentially have a heart loser as well, unless our partner's got ace king of hearts, the ace queen of spades, and the king of diamonds, which is asking an awful lot of them. So we need an awful lot from them now to make slams, simply because the diamonds appear to be wide open, or at least half wide open. The opponents have at least the ace of diamonds. So that 4 heart bid, whilst it is meant to be encouraging, is actually discouraging me because they have not bid 4 diamonds. That's the thing that's upsetting. Well, not upsetting me, but you know what I mean. It's making me think, I don't think slam is on now because they haven't got the diamond control that we need them to have. So it's likely we're going to lose at least 1 trick in diamonds, probably more like 2 tricks in diamonds or another trick elsewhere. So I would now bid 4 spades, sign off and go, shrug my shoulders that we didn't have a slam on because our partner doesn't control the diamond suit. So everyone passed 4 spades out, so we're leaning against 4 spades. The opponents have had a little look at slam here and then decided to kind of bail out in 4 spades. Typically, when the opponents look for a slam and then just playing game, there isn't really great chances of defeating the contract, if I'm being honest. So really, we're just looking to limit them to as many tricks as we can. Hopefully we can take a trick or 2, or maybe even 3. Not really got great aspirations of defeating this 4 spades, but who knows. Suits I would lead, there's one suit that's really standing out to me, and that's the clubs, because the club has such a nice sequence, Jack 10, 9, 8. It sort of can't harm to lead the Jack of clubs when you've got such a solid sequence. The other alternative to that Jack of clubs lead would be to lead 4th down of your diamonds, low diamond promising an honour. But of course that could be helping the declarer because that might be leading into their finesse of some description, leading into their king of diamonds or king jack or something like that. I certainly wouldn't lead away from the heart because the ace of hearts is on our right. We know that from the control bid, so I want to sit here with the king of hearts and hope we make that as a trick. You could lead singleton trump, but again, I don't see much point. Jack of clubs is a standout lead for me, so that's what I would do. Down goes the dummy. Massive trump support. Right, so we're in 4 spades, looking at losers. We've got no spade losers. That's quite some trump support there. We've got 6 card trump support, so we've got 11 trumps. So the opponents have 2. Diamonds is a question mark. We might have 1 loser, we might have 2. It all depends on where the ace of diamonds or the queen of diamonds is. If the ace queen is on our left, we're doomed. If the ace queen is on our right, we're going to be successful. We're going to lose 1 diamond, of course, because we're missing the ace. But we might only lose 1, depending on what finesse we take. The clubs, they're pretty sewn up. We've got the ace king on the dummy. We've only got a doubleton in hand, so the ace king will deal with our club losers in hand. So the clubs are fine. So we've got no losers in spades, no losers in clubs, potentially 2 losers in diamonds. And the heart suit, we have a potential of 1 loser. The ace of hearts will deal with 1. The queen of hearts may or may not be a trick. It depends on if the heart finesse works. So if we lead a heart towards our ace queen, the king of hearts is on our right, we will make 2 heart tricks. If the king of hearts is on our left, we will lose a heart trick. So in total, we have a maximum of 2 diamond losers if the ace queen of diamonds is wrong, and 1 heart loser if the king of hearts is wrong. So if everything is in the wrong place, we're still going to make our game. But of course we'll only just make our game because we'll lose 3 tricks, 2 plus 1. If everything is in the right place, we will lose only one trick. We'll lose the ace of diamonds, but we won't lose the king. We won't lose to the queen, and we won't lose the king of hearts because that's in the right hand. So it's between 1 and 3 losers, this hand. So we certainly wouldn't like to be in slam, so we did well to sign off in 4 spades. We're going to make somewhere between 10, 11 or sometimes 12 tricks on this hand, depending on how nice everything is sat. Interestingly, just to look at the diamonds, we have 2 options to how to play the diamonds. We could lead a low diamond from table towards the king, hoping that the ace of diamonds is on our right, or we could lead the jack of diamonds from the table, hoping to trap the queen of diamonds on our right. So we have a choice, we have a guess if you like. Do we finesse west for the queen of diamonds, or do we finesse west for the ace of diamonds? It is a pure guess. Ideally, we would like the opponents to lead diamonds, especially east. If east had led a diamond, that would be into our king, that would be much nicer. Unfortunately, we haven't got that luxury, so we're going to have to guess at diamonds at some stage. With 11 trumps, we're going to draw the trumps first. It's probably going to take 1 round or 2. And then we're going to look to play the diamonds on a guess and take the heart finesse as well to see how that works out. So for now, obviously we're going to play a high club simply because we have no club losers, and then we're going to draw the trumps and play on the red suits. So now we're going to play a high club. Right, so on the ace of clubs, West is going to play something small. They could play the queen if they like, doesn't really matter. And we're going to play a small club. So we won the ace of clubs on the dummy. We're now going to draw the trumps. It's not going to take us very long to draw the trumps because we have so many. Let's say a low spade. Spade from West. We play the ace or the queen. And the jack appears. So we've had 4 spades, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's all the trumps drawn. That was easy. 1 round. Won't often draw trumps in 1 round, but that's because we have so many of them. And now we're going to look to either take the heart finesse or play diamonds towards our hand. We're currently in the wrong hand. We're in the hand. We want to be in the dummy. Interestingly, there is something you can do to give you slightly better chances of giving the opponents a bit more tricky time on lead should one of these finesses fail, and that's known as something as eliminating a suit. So if we play a club to the king and we trump a club in our hand, the opponents can then no longer play clubs, because if they play clubs, it allows us to trump in one hand and throw a loser away in another hand, known as a rough and discard, which is bad for them because we reduce losers. So eliminating a suit, if possible, is always a good thing to do before you kind of mess about. So I'm going to trump a club, I'm going to play a club to the king and trump a club so that the opponents can no longer play clubs. They have to play a red suit for us. That's if we lose the lead, they would then have to play a red suit. So, play a club to the king. It's just good practice to eliminate suits if you can. Club to the king, the queen drops, that's not surprising. We knew there were 6 clubs on the left there from the bidding. And then ruff a club. Obviously this is safe given that the trumps are drawn. They'll throw something away. It probably doesn't matter. Let's say a diamond. Ruff a club. And they play a low club. Now the opponents can't lead clubs, and if they do, it'll give us a ruff and discard. Now we want to take the heart finesse or lead diamonds. The heart finesse is more attractive because the diamonds, we'd like them to lead them for us. The problem is that we are in the wrong hand. We're currently in hand having ruffed a club, so what we can do is play a trump to get over to the dummy. We are wasting 2 trumps there, but we have so many trumps it doesn't matter. We can use it as an entry. We can use it twice or even 3 times an entry if we need to. So I would use a trump just to get there so that I can lead the hearts from the correct hand. We can see here that heart finesse is going to fail, but obviously you wouldn't know that as a declarer. So lead a trump, they're going to throw something away. They should throw their clubs because they're irrelevant. Play a bigger trump on here, so something like the 8, 9 or 10, or king if you want. Over there, they're going to throw something away, again probably a diamond or a heart, doesn't matter. Now we've got the lead in the dummy. That achieved nothing really, that spade lead, only to get the lead in the dummy, which is what we want to do, so I suppose it did achieve something. Lead a low heart, taking the heart finesse. This hand plays low, we're going to play the queen. We're hoping for the king of hearts on the right. The king of hearts is not on the right, it's on our left, so they win the king of hearts. The heart finesse failed. Certainly glad we're not in a slam now, because we'd lose the ace of diamonds now and we would go off in our slam. So very glad we signed off in 4 spades. Now, what lead East makes is quite critical to what happens next. If they lead a club, we can trump it in hand and throw a diamond loser away, which means we will make 11 tricks. So they're given as a ruff and discard. So they shouldn't lead a club, which is why we rough the clubs out so that they're eliminated. If they lead a diamond, we'll play small and we will make our king of diamonds 100%. So we'll make 11 tricks. The only card they can lead that will not give us 11 tricks is a heart. Will the defender know that? Not necessarily, but it's often best to be as passive as possible, especially when the opponents have looked for a slam and they're not bid one. They should have extra points. So I would try to lead a heart to try and not give anything away. So lead a low heart, 9 of hearts gets played. West has got to beat that, so they beat that with the 10. And we can win the ace of hearts. Okay? That's them done. Now it all comes down to what the guess is on diamonds. We're going to have to play diamonds ourselves. Unfortunately for us, the diamond suit is a complete guess. It's a 50-50, pure as you like guess. We need to lead the diamonds from table. If we lead the diamonds from hand, the opponents will make the queen of diamonds and the ace of diamonds separately. So we must lead diamonds from here towards our goodies. So we need to get there. So play a low heart and trumpet. They're throwing clubs because they're irrelevant. Okay, trump to heart. Just to get the lead in dummy again. And now we're going to lead a diamond. Now this is a guess, as I've said. We can lead a low diamond to the king, or we can lead the jack of diamonds hoping to trap the queen here, or even a low diamond to the 10. That would be finessing for the queen as well. It's a pure guess. I'm gonna say I get the guess wrong because I'm not inhuman. I'm gonna get guesses wrong some of the time. So let's say I lead the jack of diamonds from dummy. West should absolutely play small. Second hand plays low. You know that, so you should play low. Second hand plays low. We now still have this guess on. We could play the king, which would win. We can see it would win because the ace of diamonds is here. But as a declarer, you wouldn't know that. So let's say we play low, hoping that the queen of diamonds is trapped. The queen of diamonds is not trapped. They're going to win the queen of diamonds on this jack, i.e. the diamond queen finesse fails. Hypothetically speaking, if you put the ace of diamonds over here and the queen of diamonds over here, this will be the right way to play the suit. Jack of diamonds trapping the queen. The ace has to be played on the jack. The king of diamonds is now a winner. But unfortunately for us, the diamonds are the other way around, which means this diamond finesse will fail. They will win the queen of diamonds, which is bad, because now we're going to lose the ace of diamonds as well. Again, they still can't play a club, otherwise we'd throw that diamond and trumpet. So they've got to play a diamond. Diamond goes, third hand plays high, ace kills our king. So we now lose 2 diamond tricks, and we lose that heart trick because the heart finesse failed. The rest are ours, obviously, because we've got 3 trumps on the dummy, so we only just made 10 tricks because the heart finesse was in the wrong place, the king of hearts was in the wrong place, and we got the diamonds wrong, we guessed wrong. We could have made 11 if we played a low diamond to the king, but it was a pure guess.